think that's awful. That shouldn't happen.
Well, define sexual assault.
It's just part of college. It's what kids do these days.
What was the question?
No,
I think that's
problem.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
No comment.
No comment.
Well, I'm in a fraternity. I don't see it ever happening.
Well, my friend was date raped last year, and she's still struggling with it. It's really hard.
I mean, this is college, you know, and everybody's got to make decisions and live with them. So, I mean, I have a good time. You can have a good time with good food, good women.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to help. I definitely think it's an issue, but I don't know what to do. Hi, I'm Veronica Sostakowski reporting live here from Greek Row here at Gotham University. Here at Gotham University, we have over 30 fraternities and 17 sororities, 13 of which are housed on campus, as you see behind me. 15 others are housed off campus. According to Kathleen Young, a clinical psychologist at Treating Trauma in Chicago, Illinois, 1 in 4 college women are sexually exhausted during their college years. And additionally, in an article by Minlow and Enloff titled Sorority Participation and Sexual Assault Risk, states that sorority women are 4 times more likely to experience an attempted or completed sexual assault. Approximately 90 to 97% of the survivors knew their attackers beforehand. So as you can see here, this is a very dangerous situation that our college women face. Back to you. This is live from Greek Row, Veronica Sostakowski for Channel 1.
Yeah, I can hear you. Thanks for having me. Glad to be here. Hello? How you doing? Alright, well, hello everyone. I'm Dr. Jonathan Crane from Gotham University. I'm the director of Greek Life, or Gotham University Greek Life, Google, as we like to call it. This is me intervention. It's ultimately an ongoing program that I've developed to intervene with the issue of sexual assault, specifically on campus, specifically in Greek communities. So what we've ultimately developed is a peer mentorship program that matches 1v1, one peer mentor with one chapter, and ultimately that that mentor would come from that respective chapter. So somebody from Tri Delta, any Tri Deltas? All right. They would represent Tri Delta. They would be the peer mentor for that chapter. So here at Gotham, we've got 17 sororities, so it'll be 17 female peer mentors, and we've got 32 men representing the fraternities. And even though the economy's all bollocksed up, we'd hope to possibly get 1 graduate assistant, and that GA would bring our total to about 50 staff members, which is rather large, but it's definitely manageable, and it's something we want to do. But what we do is we do different things throughout the year, but ultimately we put together 4 programs, 4 actual sessions that we want to send them through during the first year. This is completed in first and second semester of being a part of a fraternity or sorority, and we've got four sessions based on our own process of recruitment and all. We've got 2 for the fall and 2 for the spring semester. September, November for the fall, and February and April for the spring semester, but we acknowledge that other universities, if you want to use it, you might have to adjust your own timeline based on your own recruitment process and what that looks like in your own Greek community. But we've come up with 4 topics for those sessions. So for the first one, we've got an introduction. So it's education and awareness about the sexual assault in general on campus, specifically in Greek communities. The second one is for the sororities, it'd be self-defense, and for the fraternities, it'd be lessons about and discussions about masculinity, hypermasculinity, what it means to be a man, stuff like that. For the third one, we've got how to stay safe, how to good party tips and safe practices, stuff like that, specifically because it's around spring break time for February. And then the fourth one, we really want to come up with something good for this one. We want something genius to kind of take everything that they've learned throughout the year and ultimately put it into practice. And so what we've come up with for this, theory to practice. So those are our 4 topics for the sessions that we want to do. We've got to do some assessment as well because it's important. So we're going to do a pre and a post survey with all of the fraternity sorority members who go through it. So at the beginning of the fall, before they go through, and at the end, see what they've learned throughout the year. We're also going to do evaluations of each of the peer mentors. So we want to make sure that we do that. And I've also got some objectives that we've written down that I want to read to you, just so you understand exactly what we're trying to accomplish with this intervention dealing with sexual assault. So first we want to educate Greek students about the realities of sexual assault on college campuses, specifically in Greek communities. So simply education. Second, we hope to dispel myths about masculinity, femininity, and sexual assault as a whole through the theories and research presented during the peer mentor sessions. Our third objective is to teach Greek students how to stay safe and confront sexual assault issues through interactive training sessions on real-life scenarios and case studies. And lastly, we want to provide positive images of masculinity and femininity and healthy relationships by using other Greek students as peer mentors and role models for the younger Greek members. Then I've got some other charts and stuff, just kind of explain things in a little more detail, but you can take a look at those another time. So ultimately, that's my program. That's me intervention that we're trying to do here at Gotham. Does anybody have any questions? Well, it's definitely an issue across the nation, specifically on campuses. There's research that talks about is women on college campuses are a much higher rate of sexual assault, specifically in Greek communities. So we decided to take more of an active approach and try and get involved with that. And campuses usually have different types of resources that you can use, such as a women's centre, a health centre, counselling centre. But we really wanted to do more of a preventative. We really wanted to be more preventative in our actions to do that. So we have an active Greek community here. We really wanted to tap into the peer accountability system that we've got going already here at Gotham. So I wrote up a proposal, and now we're just trying to put it into action. Well, we definitely have taken into consideration lots of research. We've talked to lots of people, different professors, psychologists, people at the counselling centre, everywhere, just to kind of learn about the stats about how being in Greek sororities increases your chances of being in a sexual assault case. It's different stuff like that. So it's definitely something that we've considered, because gender identity and gender development play a huge role, and that's why for the second session that we're actually doing, we've got self-defense for the females in sororities, and we've got masculinity discussions for the fraternities, and we've really done that on purpose because of the research that supports that females are more likely, usually the victims of these types of issues, and males in general, not necessarily Greek members, but in general males are typically more the perpetrators. So we want to have that discussion with women about how to stay safe, how to protect themselves, and then have that discussion with the males in the fraternities about hypermasculinity, masculinity, social roles, different things they've learned growing up, what it means to be a man, stuff like that. So it's definitely something that we've considered and something that we're going to continue to do so. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me. And I have to say, Alfred, you look awfully familiar. I don't think so. No ACPA? No R2D2? Hey, you too, lad. Alright, thanks a lot. Take care.